here today at Greater New Bedford Regional Vocational Technical School to celebrate the Career Technical Initiative and announce a new round of investments supporting programs across Massachusetts. We just had a chance. I had so much fun to tour the carpentry program, and I was just thinking how wonderful it is, the education that's being provided, especially as someone who tries to assemble IKEA furniture and like 5 stores. I commend the participants who heard from it just 5 short weeks. I had some really beautiful and impressive stories. So to our learners here today, you are exactly why we do the work we do and we need your talent in the Massachusetts workforce. We're joined today by so many of our wonderful CTI grantees and partners from across the Commonwealth, including so many schools across the state. And I'd like to start by giving you all a round of applause. And we're very honored to have a representative here from Mayor Mitchell's office, so thank you, Mayor Mitchell, and your team. And thank you all for your continued partnership and support of this really important program. Commonwealth Corporation is Massachusetts' quasi-public workforce development agency. We work under the Executive Office of Labor and Workforce Development. And in that capacity, we think every day about how to help Massachusetts businesses and workers and regions succeed. And I think that there's no better example of a state intervention that covers all 3 of those achievements than the Career Technical Initiative. So thank you again for each and every one of you for the work you do today. And I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to my team. Many of you know them, but Reiner Harbush is our CTI director. Kayla is here, Matthew is here, my colleague Alana from the ComCore Foundation, and our board member Heidi Riccio. So we're a really proud ComCore crew here today. So we have a wonderful speaking program, and to get things started, I'm so honored to introduce someone I consider a really fearless leader for workforce development in Massachusetts, Secretary Norman Jones.
Thank you, Molly, for that warm introduction, and thank you, Superintendent Watson, for not only hosting us, but helping to give an introduction, overview of the carpentry program, and inviting the participants from the CTI program to be part of today's audience. So thank you guys for also joining as well. I know Mayor Mitchell's not here, but we acknowledge that he is represented here by a member of his team. I see a representative from Rep. Cabral's office as well, and if I'm missing anybody, we know that legislators have been such great partners on this work and certainly appreciate that ongoing partnership. As Molly emphasized, there's so many factors that help to make the Career Technical Initiative great, but really bringing together opportunities to lift up each one of our regions in partnership with superintendents and school leadership, as well as the regional workforce boards, as well as the job seekers who are trying to figure out their next pivot or career path. It provides that great opportunity, and also connecting to the employers that are right in those representative local areas here in Greater New Bedford, as well in all different pockets that we continue to celebrate now with 36 schools participating in the Career Technical Initiative. And I think the tour that we had, it was a short tour, but really meaningful. Hearing directly from individuals that, but for this opportunity, may not have gained the exposure as well as the skills that you're gaining already in 5 weeks' time, and that will put you on a path to pursue a career in carpentry, tell you maybe this is not what you're interested in, but could pivot into something else, like I heard electricians as electrical work as another path. And this is so important because we want to make sure the investments we're providing provide the skills, the credentials that can help make you more competitive to gain employment, to add to your resume, and to help round out the opportunities that we know will lift up your work, and at the end of the day, our future workforce. But in order to do all of this, it does take this partnership, it does take this emphasis on collaboration, and really it's highlighted in all the work that we do through the CTI program. I know in the program you're going to hear from Assistant Secretary Bob LePage, and I'm sure he's going to reflect a little bit on the CTI program. It's now been in existence for 5 years, and we celebrated that last year. It's been it's almost 6 years running, but I think as we continue to make investments, we do so because we know that that intentional partnership is yielding results. And we're here to celebrate even more dollars to help yield even more results in each of your respective regions. So I'm very excited to be able to announce that the Healey-Driscoll administration is awarding nearly $15.5 million in the Career Technical Initiative to 24 school districts from right here in New Bedford to Western Mass and all points in Massachusetts. And we're also adding a planning grant to just get started and to hopefully catch up to all the work that you guys have been doing. So let's give a round of applause. And I know some of the school districts, in addition to New Bedford, are here. So I'm just going to rattle off all 24, so bear with me. If you want, feel free to do a woohoo along the way. We've got Attleboro, Blackstone Valley, Essex North Shore, Everett Public Schools, Greater Lawrence Regional, Greater New Bedford, of course, Madison Park, Minuteman Regional, Montechusett, Monty Tech, Neshoba Valley, Northeast Metropolitan, Northern Berkshire, Old Colony Regional, Pathfinder, Pittsfield, Salem, Smithfield, South Middlesex, Southern Worcester, Somerville, Taunton, Tri-County, Upper Cape, and Whittier Regional. Another round of applause because this collective cohort of 24 schools are going to help provide training and job placements for more than 1,600 individuals for in-demand occupations like we've seen here in carpentry, also in other areas in trades and construction, manufacturing, automotive, culinary, and more. So let's give another round of applause. And to make that path, that reality, all of these partnerships include employers, 270 employers that are coming to the table, raising their hands saying, yes, these are the skills that we're looking for, and yes, we want to be able to hire the skilled talent that you are going to pump out through programs that you're investing in through the CTI programs. And here in New Bedford is a great example, and I'm sure the superintendent will highlight the award that is being granted today, $530,000 to Greater New Bedford, who will prepare 50 unemployed and underemployed individuals in automotive, culinary, HVAC, auto body, collision repair, and diesel technicians. And when I rattle off these occupations, these are occupations that this region is calling for. And this is an opportunity to help bridge that skills gap. And we know that it's in partnership with area employers that I'm sure the superintendent will speak to. We want to make sure this continued formula, adding skills training, credentials, what employers are looking for, will yield results. And you guys are opening your doors, not only for helping the students that come through your schools every single day, but for those adult learners that are looking for that career, you're helping to make that a reality. And when we think about how we can best invest in our workforce, let's look at the assets we already have. Our CTE programs have the equipment, have the industry skills like Jason was able to share, coming from industry to help teach and educate students during the day and then adult learners in the evening. And why start from scratch, right? We know there's such great benefits and it's continuing to demonstrate through the results that we have. And we'll hear from Angel, who will share his path, how he gained employment and skills through his own experience through a CTI program. I won't take the thunder away from him because he's going to surprise me. I'm going to learn directly from his little testimony that he's going to share. But it's our why. It's why we do all of this. Certainly we know there's employers raising their hand. Certainly we know that there's great assets, like I just said, in our CTE programs. But it's the promising talent that we have, that untapped talent right here in our communities that we want to make sure we can connect to serve the workforce that we have here to help boost our economic opportunities and mobility that we know we need to do to provide more affordability and more opportunities for Massachusetts residents. And we're so thrilled to be able to make that happen with today's $15.5 million investment and the continued work we look forward to lifting up in each of your regions and here as well. So thank you very much for the opportunity to celebrate this great news with each of you and pass the baton back to Molly to continue with the speaking program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Secretary, and thank you to the Healey-Driscoll administration for your leadership. We could not do this program without it. So I'm so glad to pass the mic now to Superintendent Watson and just to you're in your 6th year, and one reputation that you have with the Concord team is that you're a hands-on leader who really cares about this program and quality. So thank you for that. And over to you.
First of all, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Greater New Bedford Voc Tech. Secretary Jones, Molly Johnson, CEO and President, Assistant Secretary LePage, and most importantly, our fellow grant assistants, our community partners, our colleagues, and our guests. I want to thank you all for joining us this afternoon. We're honored to host today's announcement and to stand proudly alongside so many people who are committed to expanding access to high-quality career and technical education across the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Today's announcement represents a significant investment in people, opportunity, and the future of our workforce. Through the CTI Round 11 grant, approximately $15.5 million will support 24 schools and partners across the region to employ more than 1,600 underemployed individuals for high-demand careers throughout our state. At Greater New Bedford Voc Tech, as the Secretary mentioned, our grant of $530,000 will enable us to train 50 participants across 5 new programs: collision, automotive technology, culinary arts, HVAC, and diesel technology. But these are more than training programs. They are direct pathways to meaningful employment, economic mobility, and greater stability for individuals and families across our region. They also provide our local employers with skilled, prepared workers who can contribute from day one. This grant is built upon the Commonwealth's strong support of our school and community. Since 2024, Greater New Bedford Voc Tech has received approximately $5 million in state career and technical education investments, and matched that with nearly $4 million in local dollars. These investments have helped us to modernize our learning environments, expand access to our programs, and ensure that we remain closely connected to the evolving needs of a workforce this decade. We are deeply grateful to the Healey-Driscoll administration, to Secretary Jones, the Executive Office of Labor and Workforce Development, Secretary LePage, and the Executive Office of Education, the Commonwealth Corporation, Mass Greater New Bedford Workforce Board, and all of our partners who have stood by us and with us in believing in the mission of this work. This commitment allows us to move beyond talking and beyond opportunities that will put direct employment in the hands of our people. The true impact of CTI, however, is best understood through the people whose lives it has changed. It is my privilege to introduce one of those individuals. Angel Rivera came to New Bedford determined to build a better life for himself. After experiencing employment setbacks, he discovered a new direction through our Round 9 automotive cohort in the fall of 2024. Angel approached that commitment, that endeavor with remarkable commitment. Throughout the program, he was rarely not here. He developed a hands-on experience and automotive skills from servicing tires and changing oil to replacing brakes and servicing wheel alignments. And immediately after this program, Angel secured employment as a maintenance technician at a fish processing facility right here in New Bedford, where he continues to work today. He services forklifts, he maintains equipment and fleet vehicles, and he applies the skills every day that he gained through his CTI experience. But Angel's story demonstrates what becomes possible when determination is matched with that access, outstanding instruction, and a clear pathway into the workforce. CTI helped open the door, but it was Angel's commitment and Angel's hard work that carried him through. We are incredibly proud of what you have accomplished, and we are grateful that you are here today to share your story with so many people across the Commonwealth. Please join me in welcoming Angel Rivera.
I'm going to just try to wing it honestly. I'm going to follow that. Like he said, hi, my name's Angel Rivera. Originally, I'm from Rhode Island, but I moved to New Bedford about 5-6 years ago to try to better my life. I'm not a real good public speaker. first moved out here, I was originally working at a McDonald's, but then COVID hit, so after that, I got laid off. After that, I started working in it was a silicone factory. Did that for about 2 years, then my luck, they shut down too. So I'm over there struggling, looking for work, and one day I see that flyer for the program. So I said, hey, why not? After taking that, that was the best thing I ever did in my life. Because right now, I wouldn't even be in the position I am financially, any type of way. Before that, my life was not good. Right now, I'm making good money, everything's going right. What can I say? Life's feeling good right now. When I started at my job, they started me at 23 just because I had the skills from this program. I've only been there for about 1.5 years and I'm already up to 26 and now. 30 by next year if I just keep it up. The more you learn, the more you can do, the more you get paid. So I'm real grateful to the program and that the doors are open. Where I'm from, they have nothing like this. So. And my mind is stupid if you don't take advantage of it. A free program? What's to lose, right? But I just hope that the program keeps going, they keep funding it, it stays open, because it helps a lot of people. It helped me, and I know it will help way more.
It is an honor to be up here with you and to celebrate your success. That is why we do the work that we do. And now I'm really proud to introduce someone who has not just been a champion of this program, but has been a friend, a real friend, and taught me a lot about career technical education. As he drives around to probably every school that exists in Massachusetts, he knows these programs in and out, and I hope that many folks in this room will join me in welcoming Assistant Secretary Bob LePage.
Never follow people with the name Angel. I should have read that right away. No, this is not going to be good. Angel, that was amazing. I'm going to just reflect for a couple of minutes on the history of CTI. Because it's not really our 5-year anniversary. No. Because some people in this room who may be, I was going to say more senior, but I don't like to say that, more experienced in our journey will remember that it actually started at Southeast with Lou Lopes and Governor Baker, where we announced a major initiative seeking $1 million to start. Does anybody remember the name? Accelerated Credentials. An opportunity for 150 to 300 hour training programs that would include industry credentials. And we had the governor down, and we announced it, and we took it to the legislature. And it didn't work. It didn't work. They didn't understand it. They didn't value it. A year later, we went to the legislature, and Governor Baker announced it in the state of the city for 4 million. Turns out sometimes if you want it to be important, you gotta have a big enough vision. Right? And our vision was 6,000 to 7,000 people in 4 to 5 years could take advantage of CTI. We could have a network of 30 to 40 schools covering all 7 skills cabinet regions. And how many schools did they say? 36. Pretty good. Does anybody know, I know Concord, approximately how many students with this announcement will have been served by CTI? Rainier, come on now. Help me. I cheated. I looked last night.
More than 7,000 so far, and another 2,600 in the pipeline.
So we're getting close to 10,000. 10,000. Think about that. Just giving them a hands up. Want a good job. So the question is, where do we go from here? Angel, I think we should find 2 people for every unit. What do you think? That becomes a question. Do we still have a workforce need? Mm-hmm. Do we have a skills gap? Which means we have people, but they don't have the skills to fill the gaps in the jobs. Do we still have that problem? We do. We do. If anything, it's growing. Right? There's more technical elements to many jobs. So the question should be, what is the team? Because your message is team. What would it take to do 20,000 over the next 5 to 6 years? Think about that. 20,000 angels. Do you think we could do it? Well, that was nice. Could we do that?
Yes.
Should we?
Yes.
All right. So now that means that we got to get back on the plan. And how that could be viable. Is it good for industry? How many total employers do you think we've had? 267 today. Right? Prior to this it was like 450, 600. Ooh, he's
760 unique employers so far.
Okay.
so we need 760 unique employers and 10,000 CTI people. Chalk it up that this is meaningful. Because I believe we owe